Fall tennis underway here at Liberty. Here to tell us all about the men's program is Chris Johnson. Chris, coming off a pretty successful year last spring. How has the offseason gone in the summer months as you prepared now for a couple of weeks of fall practice?
It's funny you mentioned that. 2 years ago, we had such a talented team, and we lost a heartbreaker in the championships, and it was probably the longest summer I've ever spent. And this past year, with two guys ranked top 20 in the nation and finishing third in the conference and doing it all with guys that were injured, just having some real ups, I had a great summer. My wife and I had our third child, so you just couldn't have made my summer any better. And then, to see these new guys coming in and playing some good tennis, I'm real excited.
You had an ITA regional ranking number 8 at the end of the spring. How important is that? And when you have that feather in your cap, how does that help with the recruiting and the overall exposure of the program?
Well, at Liberty, the one thing that we really focus on is recruiting. And there's certain ways that we do that. Definitely we have a national impact, but we also have a regional impact. And the way to make the biggest focus on that is to get ranked. And when we have a number 8 ranking, there were some good teams in front of us, but there were some good teams behind us too. And these guys played hard. They earned it. They beat teams like JMU last year, and to earn that national rank, or that regional ranking of number 8. And we got some national rankings in there too. So when we start talking to recruits, we're having some serious conversations.
You graduate Shea Thomas and Stan Vaughn, but you return a good nucleus of key veterans and add in some new players, transfers as well. So give me the makeup of this team right now.
Yeah, we've got, you just can't replace a Shea Thomas. He set so many records in our program, but, that's Division I sports, and that's what we do, and we're thrilled to graduate Shea Thomas. And when you look at our nucleus coming back, we've got some great recruits coming in. They're going to bring a lot of fire, a lot of energy. They're working really hard. But we've got a lot of experience coming back. Jorge's coming back. He was one of those two, ranked 19 in the nation. We've got some players like Dylan Seeger and Egan Samai that are returning as well, that have ranked wins and so forth. So we've got a really good core of both new and some experienced players.
What's been the focus so far in the couple of weeks that you've had the fall practices as you get ready to go down to Wilmington at the end of next week?
Well, fundamentals. We come in and we want to look at what injuries we're dealing with right off the bat, which is not too many actually. So we're pretty happy that we had some rehab going on over the summer and got some people healthy. And then we're going to focus on fundamentals. We're working hard. We're going to go down to Wilmington. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. It's going to be a war of well, it's just going to be a war, when you get that hot. And so we want the guys that are learning how to work the hardest out here. It's going to be a battle of strength out there instead of skills. And so we want to go in there ready to, fight a good fight.
When the kids go away for the summer months, so what's the battle cry, the instructions for them before they come back here in the fall?
Well, we want them to compete. That's the biggest thing. It's an edge that you get when you compete. And they can work on skills all they want. They definitely are going to stay in good shape, but you've got to compete. And so that's what we really focus on is keeping that edge, because if they come in with it, then we can work on some different things getting ready for Wilmington.
Chris, we noticed we're at the tennis complex here up on the upper courts, if you will, the lower courts being resurfaced. Tell us about the project and what's going on.
Well, we're thrilled. Liberty continues to support its athletics programs, and that's just a big deal for us. You've got a lot of other schools that are worrying about this and that with their courts or filling cracks, and here we are getting all 12 courts resurfaced with a surface that's really good for our players, that's right in the middle as far as speed. So, when we go from one university to the next, we're not on one end of the spectrum or another. Either we're playing on a fast surface here and we go to a slow, or we're playing on a slow surface here and go into a fast. It's really important that we stay right in the middle of that so that it's not such a big change when we go and play. And so, this facility is just such a gift, such a blessing. When it started with the Cook family doing the donations to give it, and we got the building, we got the courts, now we've got the scoreboard, now we're actually to the point where we're resurfacing our courts. What a blessing, and we thank the school for the support with that.
Chris, we've talked about that fall tournament down at Wilmington. What other teams are going to be down there? What competition do you expect?
Good competition. We started this last year. We didn't have one tournament that was a tournament that we thought we should go in and just kind of rule the day. We wanted to compete against the best every single tournament. And what started happening was our guys started playing up at that level and beating that level. And then by the end of the fall, we had the best results we've ever had. So I didn't think that was an accident, and I didn't think it was an equation that we needed to change this year. So we're going to keep it much the same.
Well, it seems like a lot of confidence surrounding you in this program. We appreciate the time. Look forward to following the progress.
Thank you.
That's head men's tennis coach Chris Johnson. Don't forget, Liberty Men's Tennis cranks up the fall competition down at Wilmington beginning September 12th. For the coach, I'm Alan York for the Liberty Flames Sports Network.